What is up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Just a Vision. It is your girl and your daddy here, Jaquel Viola, and I'm back with another mother freaking video. Oh, 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 oh. Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. I am so happy to be back. Before we get into today's video, there are a few things that I would like to mention. First being, as you can tell, I am not in my sanctuary right now, which would be the car. I decided to come to the park. Reason being is because I tried to make this video at least twice in the car already, and the temperature in the car was just too hot. It was just too hot, so I decided to come to the park and just film it out here. And why not film it at the park anyway, when you can just take in the fresh air. You see the trees and the leaves just blowing and swaying in the wind. Take in all the trees, all the plants, all the flowers, just the beauty of nature. Like, who wouldn't want to just sit outside in nature and just take in all of its life forces? In through my crown chakra, all the way down to my toes where it comes out. Take in the beauty of nature. But yeah, so I wanted to come out here because it was a lot better and the air was a lot more breathable, you know, just being out here and not confined in that car into all that hot space. But my phone turned off twice because the temperature was way too freaking hot in the car. And then the other thing I wanted to say is that, you know, I usually, you know, in the car I would not show you guys my outfit because I didn't really have enough room. Well, today I'm going to show you because, like I said, I'm out in the open. I have a lot of space, and not to mention, I think I look fly. But before I show you my outfit, I do want to say that honestly, I came out this morning before I did my meditation and I wanted to like see how the weather was, so I came outside. It was very cloudy, it was very dark, and the outfit that I had picked out, I'm like, nah, it's not bright enough for that, you know. So we did our routine, our yoga and our meditation, and I came back outside to talk to my plants, and the sun decided to come back out. So I'm like, you know what, I gotta switch my outfit. So I switched my outfit, and honestly guys, this shirt is not even the shirt that I had planned on wearing. This is just because I came to the park, and since I'm sitting at the park, I don't want the light to be beaming on me while I'm wearing either a black shirt or a camouflage shirt, which I had on. So I just switched it to this. So yeah, I just have on this little white button-up shirt. Slick my hair back, Puerto Rican style, cause you know. And then I just threw on these camo shorts. I don't know if you guys can see them, but these camo shorts. And then I threw on the white Vans, you know, you feel me? So this is the outfit. You know, if you like my outfit, you definitely got a screenshot. Let me know what you think. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so by today's title / topic of the video, it is called Grow Through What You Go Through. And I do have to let you guys know that before I get started into the video, this video is going to be a little bit different from all my previous videos. So first, I do want to say that I know that we all go through, you know, a lot of shit in our lives. We all go through shit, and we don't understand why it's happening to us. We don't understand, you know, why this happened, why that happened, and we're always constantly questioning, why is all of this terrible stuff happening in our lives? Whether it be, you know, mental health issues such as depression, anxiety, maybe you have been working so hard and you just feel like you're failing all the time, you're constantly failing, and that you're never going to succeed in life. Whether it be, you know, a tragedy or a loss or a trauma or just something in your life that you have endured to make you feel like nothing in life is ever going to get better. You know, you constantly have all these bad things happening to you, so you don't see the bright side of life. You don't see the positive side of life. You can't see past that wall that you have built up for yourself because you have had so much shit happen to you in your life that you feel like nothing is ever going to get better. So you built this wall and you can't really see through it. And a lot of us deal with that. A lot of us have that barrier or that wall that we built, you know, in front of us because we're afraid to come out into the world. We're afraid to shine. We're afraid to let, you know, everything that happened into our lives, we're afraid to let it shine. We're afraid to let other people know. We don't want to put ourselves out there because of everything in life that's happened to us. We're afraid. We're afraid to go after the life that we truly want to have. We're afraid to actually be happy because every time we get happy, something bad always happens. And so we just, you know, kind of stay in that same mindset. But I've realized that, you have to grow through what you go through in life. You have to grow through it and know that it's happening for you to be able to become your best version of yourself or to reach your highest potential. And I can definitely tell you that I have had my fair share of experiences that weren't the best. I've dealt with depression, I've dealt with the self-harm, I've dealt with the suicide attempts and going to a mental hospital. I've dealt with my grandparents dying, I've dealt with trauma, I've dealt with tragedy, I have dealt with literally everything you could possibly think of. And I used to let it get to me. I built that wall. I built that barrier. I was afraid to let other people in. I was afraid to go out there and try new things, to put myself out there because of everything that's happened in my life. I was afraid to do that. But it made me feel like I was stuck in that mindset. I was stuck in that dark place that nothing was ever going to get better. But after I experienced, my spiritual awakening, I had a lot of time to just think about everything that's happened into my life, whether it was good or bad, okay? I've had a lot of time to just sit back and realize that maybe that happened in my life, or this happened in my life, or that happened in my life to get me to where I am today, where I'm happy, where I'm content, where I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm going after my goals, I'm going after my dreams, and I'm living my life for me. I'm not living it for other people. I stopped living my life for other people. And honestly, I can tell you that through my spiritual awakening journey and everything that's happened to me, I've been the happiest I could possibly be in a long time. I do have days where I want to give up, where I feel like nothing is getting better. But then again, I always take time to think about all the things that I'm grateful for, everything that I've already accomplished, and how I'm already, steps and steps closer to reaching my dream. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, but I know that one day I will get to where I'm supposed to be. I realize that everything in life does happen for a reason, whether we believe so or not, whether we understand it or not. It happens for a reason, either to teach us a lesson, to give us insight on something, or to steer us in the right direction of life that we're supposed to be going into, or the life where we want to be going into. Not only that, I have realized that you have to be willing to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to try new things and to experience or take in the opportunities of life that are thrown at you. Sorry guys, I had to pause the video because there was a garbage truck that was driving by picking up all the garbage at the houses along the side of the park right here. So I did not want you guys to hear all of that loud noise in the background. So back to what I was saying is that you have to be willing to be able to try new things in life, see what resonates with you and see what doesn't. If you guys haven't checked that video out, or if I haven't mentioned it, I will have it in the link in the description box below about how it's important or why it's important to be willing to try new things. And so I have learned that trying new things helps you be able to build your confidence levels up. It helps you be able to explore the things in life that you like and what you don't like. It helps you figure out what you resonate with and what you don't resonate with. And it may potentially help you reach your purpose. May potentially help you reach where you're supposed to be. At first, I thought I was supposed to be a doctor. I thought I was supposed to help children in that sense. But through my spiritual awakening, I feel like now my purpose in life is to be a motivational speaker, to be an advocate, to be an activist, to make a change in the world, to be a voice for all the people in the world that are afraid to speak up for themselves or to stick up for themselves because they built that barrier and they aren't really sure how to overcome it. All right guys, sorry about that again. The garbage truck decided that it wanted to go up the street and come back down the street, as you can hear it leaving. So yeah, so recently guys, I have actually been trying to work on a few different new things myself. I wanted to try out podcasts, which I have. I wanted to try out TikTok, which I have. And also I have been working on a spoken word. I've been working on a few of them. They're not really completely done yet. They're just rough drafts and ideas of how I want them to go. But the one that I want to, read to you guys today is basically one that describes everything that I've been through in life and how I was able to overcome most of what I've been through. Like I said, I do have days where I want to give up, where I feel like nothing is ever going to get better in life, but then I try to think about the positive things and the things that I've already succeeded at and know that I will get through them. So I hope you guys, enjoy this spoken word. Like I said, it's not completely done yet, so I'm sorry if it kind of sounds, a little edgy here and there. As well as I don't have it memorized yet, so I have it on Dez's phone, so I have to read it out loud to you guys. But I really do hope you guys resonate with it. Hopefully it will give you guys some motivation and inspiration to be able to talk about your story a little bit more, to share your story with the world, and know that even though you are in that dark state of mind, you are able to overcome it. So my spoken word is called Canvas. So here goes. I might stand up for this. Canvas. innocence, newborn, infant, toddler, child, new to the world, a fresh new blank canvas. No preconceived notions, thoughts, or ideas of how the world should be or who they should be. Creating your own path. Fearless, carefree, creative, imaginative. You can be whoever or whatever you want to be. A teacher, firefighter, police officer, or maybe even a fashion designer or a chef or a doctor. And if you want to be a little bit more extra, how about a princess, a king, or a robot? Or maybe even just whatever your favorite childhood character was. Adventurous, causing a ruckus with your siblings, your family, your friends, making up games, serving mud pies, playing hot lava, or grown-ups. Crazy, ambitious, excited, open-minded. Dare to dream and be free. Adolescence. Life becomes challenging. Your once bright, happy, colorful canvas begins to fade into black and white. Like before color came into picture. Anxious, lonely, isolated, depressed. Preconceived notions, perspectives, and thoughts brought onto you by your parents, your family, your friends and your peers, your society, your environment that surrounds you. You're not going to make it in this world if you don't go to college. You'll become another statistic, they say. Feeling like an outcast, so you try to fit in with them. The short skirts, the fancy blouses, the dresses, hair, makeup, and nails all did, the whole 9 yards. Let's not forget the blushing about boys' stage. Your kind doesn't belong here. Attending a predominant white school with a racist substitute teacher, telling a group of 12-year-olds how he hated black people, how he used to beat on them, and how black lives don't matter. Only one student took that to heart more than the rest. Or being told that you're just another poor, worthless nigger in the world. I want my cotton handpicked by a group of black-eyed mother effers. I'm glad your grandma died. By an ex-boyfriend who got mad because you wouldn't get back together with him. The one who forced himself upon you, making you do things you didn't want to do, causing you to have to make a major decision at such a young age of bringing a new life form into this world or continuing on painting your own path. Broken, scared, fearful, grief, losing both of your parents within a year and 8 months of each other, lonely because they were your only true and real friends, a battlefield beginning to take place in your mind, body, and soul, depression creeping in, starting to question whether your life actually matters, or would people even care if you were to die, planning your own death, harming yourself to the extent of hospitalization. People begin to identify you as being crazy or dramatic. Others constantly questioning you as well. What's so bad about your life? Why can't you just get over it and move on? To make matters even more confusing, you begin to question yourself and your sexuality. Can anything else go wrong? Doubtful, anxious, confused, depressed. Adulthood. Little by little, stroke by stroke, your painting is starting to come together. A quote once read said, "Life is like an abstract painting, full of colors, creative, and beautiful in its own way, but yet difficult to understand." Self-love, acceptance of yourself and others, guidance, spiritual awakening. I can slay better than most of you boys type vibe, wearing comfy tomboyish clothes, literally coming out of the closet. Hooray for rainbows, Skittles, unicorns, LGBT proud. Graduating high school with a 4.3 GPA and 5th in your class. Pursuing goals of going to college. Pretty smart for the most part. Financial burdens fill upon your lap. Working 9 to 5 jobs just to make ends meet. Putting a financial burden between what you thought were your dreams and you. So you were crushed. Distracted by beautiful but yet toxic, negative, and unloyal women. On the verge of a mental breakdown. Dishonesty. One-sided. Questioning. Soul begins to cry out for help. That one cold January night in 2019 may have changed your whole mindset and perspective forever on all of your old preconceived notions, your thoughts, and your ideas that you once knew. Actual New Year's resolutions that you could be proud of and maintain. Never settle for less than you deserve. Go after your goals and your dreams, while also spreading the peace, the love, and the positivity everywhere you go. Confused about this overwhelming sense of clarity? You do research to find out you are in a spiritual awakening. At last, your canvas starts to become even more beautiful, bright, colorful, and creative than ever before. Optimistic, open-minded, adventurous, ready to continue painting all kinds of different, beautiful, but yet exciting masterpieces. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, so that was the end of my spoken word. Like I said at the beginning, it's not completely done yet. It's kind of edgy here and there, but that's basically just an idea of what I want the spoken word to be. It's basically about everything that's happened in my life, which led me up to the point where I am today. Everything from going through depression, dealing with, being raped, and most of you guys don't know, but I did have an abortion when I was younger, and a lot of people ask me, why are you so open and so, just relaxed about telling your story? I wasn't like that before. I kept it in for years and years and years up until my spiritual awakening. Once I started, just letting go of everything that no longer serves me and realizing that everything happened in life to get me to where I am today, that's why I'm not afraid to share my story. Because I want others to know that if they have went through the same thing, or if they are currently going through the same thing, it doesn't always have to be like that. It doesn't have to be the same. You don't have to stay in that dark state of mind anymore. You can rise above it. You can become the person that you were meant to be. You can let everything that's happened to you just, slide away. Just let it dissipate. Let it know that it helped you become the person that you are meant to be, but don't keep holding on to all the burdens and all the negative, bad situations that happen in your life. Let it all go. Know that it all happened in order to make you a better person. You have, your strength, you have your bravery, you have your positivity. You can become who you are meant to be. I've dealt with the depression. I've dealt with suicide. I've dealt with hospitalization, at the mental hospital. I've dealt with my grandparents dying. I've dealt with, people being racist and discriminatory against me. I've dealt with everything. But guess what, guys? I don't let any of that stop me anymore. I'm living my life to the fullest. I'm sharing my story with you guys because I want you guys to know that you're not alone. You always have someone out there who may have shared the same experience with you, or if they didn't, there's always going to be somebody out there that's willing to just listen, be a shoulder to cry on, be, open ears, or, or not open ears, but open arms, or just listening. There's going to be somebody out there who is willing to sit down and talk to you and help you reach your highest potential, help you become the person that you are meant to be. You are not alone. I share my story because I know that other people, could possibly resonate with it, and maybe my story could help them, build the confidence, build, the strength to be able to put their voice out there, put their story out there, and let others know that just because they went through, these dark places in life doesn't mean that they have to stick through it. So I want you guys to know that you have to grow through what you go through. You have to use everything that happened in your life to help you reach your highest potential, because that's how you're going to get it. You're going to get it from letting go of everything that happened to you, but also using it to help you become the person that you were meant to be. So guys, if my video and my spoken word helped you in any sort of way, if it gave you some, inspiration, positivity, maybe it resonated with you in some way, make sure to let me know. Comment down below. If you need someone to talk to, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, a comment, a share, a thumbs up, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on all my social medias, and I will be back with more videos. Peace.